And I showed you earlier in the program the protest, the climate action protest in Melbourne. Here's a refresher.
So now these protesters, as I've just been told, are pretending to be dead. They are lying down on the road here in front of Bread Top on Burke Street. These guys now are lying here on the ground. They've got their signs with them as well and their banners. We're expecting that they'll keep on walking up Burke Street in some time to come, but this is certainly the action that they're taking this morning.
I was just looking very carefully at that, Justin. I couldn't see you in that crowd. You weren't there on the pavement as well?
I'll tell you what, that's my kind of protest. You just do bugger all. You just, lay down flat and enjoy the sunshine.
Well, at least John Lennon and Yoko Ono had their sleep in a bed. This is a sleep in on the footpath.
I would say John and Yoko would very much be behind the sentiment of what these people are on about. But I think the way they do it, I really don't. For me, the issue is just far too important, and I really don't want to go it. I don't want it going into wacko territory because it gives people like you two the opportunity to sling off at them when the issue is just far too important. I'd like to see them dial down the wacko just a touch and make it a little bit more credible. But for my afternoon nap, I think next time I could go and lie down there with them.
To get rid of the wackos, Liz, and if we just heard more from, Tim Flannery and Adam Bant, that would win the argument.
Yeah, because we know from yesterday's headlines, Adam Bant is the purist here.
He's got a footprint the size of a Tay-Tay.
Exactly. I mean, what is he doing not riding public transport? That's what that guy should be doing if he were to actually practice what he preaches. But seriously, these guys, sometimes watching some of their protests, you're like, how long until this is actually seriously considered as some sort of mental illness, given that a lot of them, when they go to court for some of these protests and holding up thousands of people in traffic, etc., then get off with a slap on the wrist because they claim some sort of mental instability. And so the judge says, OK, well, you're free to go. No, that has happened several times, Justin. So, and we all know that this kind of hyped up version of climate change and the threat that it holds is being pummeled by our schools, by our unis.
Scary,
it's being fed into young and other times older but vulnerable brains that these people
why
genuinely
teach the young
think
about
that
climate
lying on
change?
the ground
What's the
and
point?
pretending like they're dead is, that's definitely a viable protest. No one will think that we're whack jobs.
Just an absolute shocker.